Welcome back to Street Rides for another video. I'm Richard Reed. I think this is the first time I've ever given my name. I have my beautiful Audi S5 here, and today we are going to install a turbo inlet pipe from CTS. I heard the bottom bolt can be very challenging. I'll give you my experience. Let's get started. First things first, as usual, let's start with the parts here. You can see this is the CTS Turbo Inlet for the B9 S5. And I guess you get an O-ring and some Allen key bolts here. Hopefully I have the right Allen key size for that, and I'll let you know what size that is when we get done. This should be a really quick video. I can't imagine it being too much. It's only 2 bolts here. We're gonna lift off the engine cover and we're gonna replace this right here, the turbo inlet. Here's my CTS intake, and then obviously the heat shield there. And then you'll notice underneath here, my CTS downpipe back here. We'll take a quick look over this and kind of see what we have to do. I see there's some pipes we gotta remove here. We'll remove some of these clips and get started, okay? Yep. First, we're gonna start by loosening this clamp here, then removing this clip, disconnecting this. We're actually going to go ahead and loosen this up too and just remove this pipe altogether. All right, we'll put this down right here for now. We'll go ahead and remove this little clamp. So we're just gonna keep prying up on this until it comes off. Pretty much it. And we can see one of the Allen keys there, and there's supposed to be one underneath that's a pain in the butt. So I'll come up with a plan for that and I will let y'all know. So I decided to go ahead and actually remove this here, and then I'll figure out how to detach it from here, because right here on this clip, you're just gonna squeeze it and pull it. And then this whole thing kind of comes out. I mean, there's another clip here that you can squeeze and push. I'm only doing this so that I can show you guys how to remove it here. It'll be easier once I get it out. Now, I did get this disconnected, and it's actually a lot simpler than I thought. After I disconnected these two right here, with this one at the top and then this one at the bottom, it was easier to remove this. So I'm not saying this is required, but this was a lot easier. Now, you might have a tough time with this one right here because the points you have to press, one is at the top, one is at the bottom. So what I did is I took a screwdriver and popped in here on this side. If you can see it, I'm just gonna get some light on it. And then I popped it in here on this side, screwdriver there, and flat tip here and there, and just pried the sides out and it slid right out. Then once I got it up, after messing with it for a couple of minutes, I realized if you just put it straight up and you kind of pull on it like slowly, there you go, and it'll go on the new one. One other thing, there's another one of these clips right here that snaps onto right there. If you pop that up, right, get that out of there, it has to come off anyway. It makes this wire that's normally down in here, it makes it out of the way, and you can't see it because, you know, lighting. See, I bring some light over here. There's that bolt I gotta get to. When I find the easiest way to do it, I'll let you know. Okay, can we talk about this? So, the easiest way to get the bolt underneath the inlet pipe would be to get a T30 that goes on a 1/4" ratchet and get a swivel head here, right? You know, all things I don't have. And that's the easiest way. It is, because you would just go above the intercooler and it kind of just swivels in. You can also go below it, probably in the pipe here that's coming from the intercooler or to the, I don't know. This pipe coming here to the throttle body. You can push up and down on it. It moves a little bit. What I did, since I don't have that, is I obviously swiveled this. I went up top, but see, I needed to lower my ratchet a little bit to get a better angle extension. So I removed the ram part of the intake, which is over there. And that gave me a little bit better angle at it. And I didn't use the T30 that normally would be used here. I used a T27 because it gave me a little bit more flexibility getting inside of it. And since I knew that this wasn't going to be tight, I knew I could probably just get this T27 in there in the right angle, get enough teeth on it, and grab it and twist it. I don't recommend that way because if you strip it, oh my God, I don't know. So it would probably be best that you just get the T30 with the swivel head. That's my disclaimer. But that's not to say this didn't work, because it did. I was able to loosen it, and once it's loose, it's just gonna twist, it's not gonna strip. And they're not very tight, so it's not likely you'll strip it, but I feel like I have to say that. So I was able to get it with just this, right? Nothing fancy, a T27 instead of a T30, so I can get more of the teeth inside of the T30 that's down there. I think that's why God designed the T27. Look at it shining in all its glory. But yeah, once I get this removed, we'll talk about putting the new one in. And here it is. Don't forget the connector that goes at the bottom here. It's another one of these ones you have to pinch. You might be able to pinch it. If you can't, I used a flat tip and I pried that one, and I pried that one from the bottom. Apply a little pressure pulling this up, it came out. There's a little O-ring, pretty self-explanatory, right? All right, time to put the new one in. So here's our O-ring. If you're gonna use grease, you're a grease type person, just a very little bit, no globs, and then you'll slide it inside of the groove here. Now, one thing I didn't notice until now was the fact that they have a notch here because they know how difficult that bottom bolt is. So that means we're gonna go and put in this, get it started, and then we'll tighten it up. All right, so these are a 5mm Allen key. Let's look at that turbo turbine right there. Oh yeah, so pretty. That's where all the power comes from. And of course, I don't know if that's oil or grease. I'm gonna go with oil. So for some reason, this one is really snug. It's not going as freely as I would have liked. Actually, not at all. Like, it's got a real tug to it. This one, the top one goes in well. These are 5mm Allen key or whatnot. And I think because the Allen key is gonna be coming from the right here, we don't need a swivel. We'll just use this to tighten it up because we should have some space here while we're, tightening it. So I'll bring it in as far as I see is necessary, and then I'll tighten it up with this thing. And then we'll start putting it back together. Oh yes, also, I believe this is aluminum. I could be wrong, but either way, hand tight it. And then once you get it kind of in there, then you can work in it with this. I should have said that before. All right, so it's bolted in. Bottom bolt is bolted as well. I just used that Allen key that you see that I had, which was used to put a crib together, I'm sure. Again, was tedious using the Allen key down here. I thought it'd be easier. It can be done with the right angle one, 90-degree angle one. Allen key, but it'll probably be easier again to get a 5mm Allen key socket and a swivel and just go in there and go to work versus the tedious stuff that I'm doing. This went in, of course. It had a little bit more drag than I would have liked. It's probably because just the way this whole thing sits, it probably was kind of resting on here. So, but go slowly because I believe it's aluminum, and I wouldn't want you to break or strip or tear up the threads inside. So make sure that you you try to get it in there first by finger, and then you have to use something. Use like a little ratchet and just kind of slowly make sure the threads are going very well. If it feels good, then go all the way through. Okay, I'm gonna finish connecting some more of these piping, plumbing stuff, and then I'll have it all back together. And again, I'm sure I will put a little time card, but if you have trouble or don't know how to take off the lever that opens your hood, I do have a video on how to do that with my intercooler install. I'll put stuff in the video that you can link to that video, okay? So you tell me what you think my next mod should be. Based on what you see here, of course I'm not tuned yet. It's obviously a thing and something I plan to do once the warranty is up. But what do you think my next mod should be? And what brand? And don't forget about the old Rev 9 intercooler in here. He doesn't get much camera attention, but can't wait to get that tuned and get this thing on the dyno. And thank you for watching my video. If you made it to the end, I will tell you that this install was, I won't say it's easy, I'll say that it's easy with a little bit of grunt. Getting that bottom bolt, just get creative with it. You can get it in under 60 seconds. I would definitely recommend to finish off your intake if you haven't, to go ahead and get the turbo inlet and everything like that. Don't expect any horsepower gain. I didn't get that for horsepower gain per se. I got it because I wanted to finish off the intake and just replace the whole thing. Why not? It's only a few bucks. So, all right, until the next video, please check me out on Instagram. I do post pictures on the car there, and I will soon start kind of interjecting my life and family and kids on my Instagram as well. It's Street Rides, so it's street_ride, RYDE. I'll probably have it somewhere around here, probably like right here or maybe right here or both, I don't know. Yeah, thank you for the support. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's a long way to go. I don't think I've cleared 20 yet. But I do appreciate those who are supporting me. This is just something I like doing. I've always loved modifying cars. I've had quite a few, from Hondas to Nissans to my first true German vehicle. Thanks, guys. Bye.